I don't know if you've been following along, but I've recently discovered Novamira, and in a previous video, I made a Divi website, single page website using it and with a HTML design. Now I want to explore the new skill option that's been added to Novamira. They've got some documentation which I'll link to about skills. There's also an excellent video which I'll link to by them about how it works. But I guess the best way to kind of explain it is to actually do something with it. So I'm just going to walk through me adding a new skill and then using that skill on the same Divi site to see how it goes. Okay, so to create this new skill, what I did gave Codex more information. So I downloaded a transcript of the YouTube that they made about the skills feature. And then I also downloaded a copy of the skills documentation page so that it had more context. And then I asked it to, look at the conversation we'd had about building that homepage to see whether it could be converted into a skill. So its response was, yes, this conversation is a strong candidate for a Novamira skill, but I would not turn the whole thing into several overlapping skills. The best structure is the Divi editable website builds is that skill, and then some optional stuff. So then it ran through making the skill that it with the right formatting that they mentioned, the name, description, whether it's enabled automatically or whether you have to prompt it. And then it runs through, the various rules and things that it found that it needed to prompt, that I had to reprompt it to get the Divi structure being used properly. And then it also referenced the various Divi module links that I wanted to have as a reference in case it didn't know how to do something. So they're all in the skill, which I think is fantastic. Now, this skill I'll be putting into my group, which the WPAI Success Hub, which is linked in the top of this description, but you can see it here. And the references are all there. So the next thing we need to do is I asked it to then can it build the skill and put it into the website for me. So I'm not touching the website at all. It's going in and going to add the skill. It tried to do it initially and it didn't work. So this is a tip for anyone that updated their Novamira plugin. It was getting confused because I couldn't see the ability to do it. So then it said, hey, hang on, I probably need to update the plugin first as it's a new feature. So I went and updated the plugin, and then it worked out how to add it and verify that it was in there. So let's have a look at what it looks like on the other side, on the website itself. Okay, so we're on the website now that this has been added to. So under Novamira Skills, there is now a skill that Codex added, and it's put in all of the information into it, and it's set to use it automatically, or you can invoke it manually. So Codex will just know when to utilize this skill. So the next step is now making a page, I think a contact page, and using the skill to make it more efficiently without kind of having to overly prompt it. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so we're back in Codex and we want to now progress this skill to use it for something. So what I've asked here is, okay, if I start a new chat, can you give me the prompt to use? Because I think you've got to start a new chat to make use of the new skill. I think that's how it works. So that's what I'm doing. So I've started a new chat. Can you give me the prompt to use to make a new contact page that will, 1, connect with the website MCP, and 2, it's the new skill. So it's given me this lovely little prompt to connect through the website using the Novamira MCP server and the name of it that it was used when it first was set up. Use the Novamira skill that we've just built, create a new contact page using the Divi theme, build it as the editable layout. And it's also added some extra requirements that it knew to use, which I think is handy to complement the skill. So I will start a new chat and then bring you back to see that. The new chat is open. I've put the prompt in here and I'm going to hit send so you can kind of start seeing the beginning of it at least. If it starts just sitting there for a while, I'll stop and save you that trouble. But let's see what it says. I'll connect through the MCP server and inspect the existing Divi homepage structure before creating the contact page. The layout matches the site's current editable Divi patterns. The server exposes the request, site skill. I'm loading that before touching content. Isn't that great? So it sees the skill, it's loading the skill before doing anything. And then I'll use the Divi native storage rather than writing a static blob. So skill is loaded from the site and its core constraints are clear. Excellent. Real Divi sections, rows, modules, WS form via shortcode and front end QA. Love that. And now reading the homepage and current form inventory so the contact page can reuse the site's established style and form mechanisms. So to me, this is just brilliant. I'm using Codex, such a powerful tool. It's got, it's got everything that I'm used to using. It's connected to the site. It's got a skill in place to guide it very specifically. I'm very excited about this. And I'm not promising it's going to do the first run perfectly, but it's definitely on the right track. Contact page has been created and published at contact. What? With Divi Builder enabled, I verified the saved content, and then this is fast. This is 1 minute and 40 seconds. And saved content, and then checking public page render. So it's, you can't see this, but it's opening up a Chrome window to try and test it. And checking the render. Server-side front-end checks show the public page returns Divi markup. Theme builder header classes, all required contact modules, expanded form markup with no raw shortcodes left behind. I'm also opening it in the browser and checking the desktop. Mobile renders signals, which I love. It's even got some little screenshots in there. I don't know if you'll see this if I click on it, but it's got a form, it's got some info. Okay, the browser screenshot service one real issue. The top page heading inherited a dark text color because I had this issue. This is so cool. I had this issue with the homepage build. It had bad contrast ratio on some text. And when I saw that pop up, I thought I'm going to have to prompt it to fix this. But no, its own QA has picked up that issue and fixed it. I can see the pop-up window that it's redone. I'm very excited now. This is really cool. It's fixed the design already. I'm still hands-free. Now it's saying it's created, it took 3 minutes and 18 seconds. I created the new editable Divi contact page here. The skill, the page uses separate Divi sections, which I really like. It's using a form. I wonder if it made the form or used the initial one. I don't know. Left the existing theme builder header in place, verified front end, email address, etc. So I'm very excited to show you what the outcome is. And we'll also get into the code behind it and see how that looks too. We are back at the new contact page that was made in 3 or 4 minutes. It looks nice. It's not a mess. It's very succinct. It has a form. It has sections in the right places and icons and things that would, when I first did the first build, this sort of stuff was all over the shop. It's done it. It's one-shotted it basically because of the skill, I think. And then if I hit edit with Divi, we'll see the back end here is all little sections. And if we look at the wireframe view, you can see that it is definitely a Divi build with all the appropriate bits and pieces that you can edit. Just awesome. I can't get over how good this actually came out first go. I'm so happy with this. It's just all there. So there you go. The new skill, super effective. Once you've built something, or you could maybe prompt your Claude or Codex to preempt this by the whole build with this sort of skill. But for me, going through the motions the first time and then getting it to learn from that and make a skill from it seemed to be really effective, because I still can't get over how fast this was made, which looks really, really nice. So that's it. Before I go, I just want to mention my group that I've got set up, and I've added, what they've got is classrooms with different areas you might want to talk about, but I've literally added a classroom called Novamira so that we can start collecting information. Like this video is going to go in here. I've already got the video on building a site with Novamira. I've got the skill, the Divi website builder skill in there. You know, it's a great little community. We're talking about Novamira quite regularly and other things, and Claude Skills and WordPress and AI and all that. So it's going to be a link at the top of the description for this. So if you're interested, check it out.